I'm so excited that we are live. I'm going to have Bobby, Bobs, Bohan joining us any minute now. It's going to be super dope. I can't wait. Not to mention tonight, we're bringing you the third round of Fast Money. Third round of Fast Money. It's about to be so legit. Might I add that right this second, Nate and I, the pastor team, we are in the lead. So everybody be really excited about that because I'm pretty sure I'm feeling very confident we're going to take the dub. So we're going to get Bobby in here any minute. Man, I never worked the iPad before. Where's the volume button? Oh, thanks, Lamar, bro. Pepsi shirt. Pepsi shirt. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Boom. Get Bobby Bob. Stand by for incoming in 3, 2, 8.
Hey!
What is up?
How's it going?
Oh, it's going. Dang, as soon as I become half a screen, I gotta like slouch down to be in frame. How have you
I gotta
been?
stay slouched. I have paint in my hair.
Paint?
So much. Yeah. I
Why?
painted the bathroom today. I have
Oh, that's
oil-based
legit.
primer in my hair. My kids are not turning me gray. It's paint.
Gotta clarify real quick. Now, you know what's
Yes.
funny is for years now, I get little gray hairs like all throughout. Like I'll find just like one. It's not gray, it's white.
It's distinguished for guys.
Yeah,
It's
you're
cool.
right. You
I
know
have
Pastor Nate
all the
rocks
colors. Yeah. Yeah. Want to know
it.
a secret? Josie saw a white hair in Travis's beard when she was like 5 and started crying and said, I don't want you to get old and die.
Thanks, I'm right here.
She's
Oh,
older and wiser now.
that's
She says
No,
funny.
hi.
I still cry.
That's hilarious. Austin says just for men is the way to go. Austin, you need to go ahead and pass along that wisdom to Pastor Nate. I was playing. Him and I were talking about that the other day actually, and I was telling him like for him and his beard, it actually looks really good. So, Nate,
Yeah, it's cool.
it's fun roast. It's not a real roast. You look great.
Guys with white beards are way better than girls with white beards.
Amen.
What?
Amen to that. Everybody's going, wait, what'd she say? Hold on a second. What? That's funny. Oh, man. Oh, you put the crying face. I feel so bad. Oh, no. Oh. Ooh, shoot.
We said it was
Man.
cool.
Let's go. Brody's drinking a Pepsi. Yeah, baby. Pepsi is the best pop. Let's go. Love to hear it. So, Bobby, tell me what the last week has been like for you outside of painting your bathroom.
Painting the bathroom was maybe the first constructive thing that happened. No, this week has been my chill week.
Ooh.
I am making myself rest. I stay up way too late because all my people stay up late, and I am a little bit of an introvert. So I need like, okay, everybody's gone. I'm really tired, but I can be alone. So I stay up late. I sleep in. We're eating good food because we like to cook and we're stuck in the house. So way too much food. I pinned some workouts on Pinterest. I haven't actually done any of them. I have good intentions there. That happens in week 5 of quarantine. My cat is trying really hard to take out my phone. So if everything goes haywire for a minute, that's what happened. I'm still alive.
Oh, no worries. So, do you and Travis both cook?
Yes, actually,
Ooh.
I did not really cook when we got married. One of his wants for what he wanted in a wife was someone who didn't know how to cook so he could teach his ways.
Oh,
But now we're
snap.
20 years in and I'm like, leave me
Oh
alone. I
my
know what I'm
gosh.
doing.
Whoa, that's intense. So you're telling me he was basically having faith for and praying for finding women who did not know how to cook. He got exactly that, and now you guys cook together. That is,
That's what he says. And I don't know
yeah,
if maybe he was just
yeah.
trying to make me feel better, but he got me.
That is awesome. Wow. I love it. Oh my gosh. Travis and Bobby. Power couple. Oh man.
No, we are not going there. No Baskin Robbins talk. I can make a mean ice cream cone.
Oh man. That's funny. Well, I want to jump into, because we got our game, you and Stone, hoping to be the dream team. I have a feeling you're going to come up short, but that's maybe just my biased opinion.
I feel like you put the least competitive people on the crew together. So I don't know if that was intentional, because like Stone and I'm not competitive, but I talked a big game. So Jesus gonna help me. You're going down.
You gotta show up now. No. So we'll get to that here in just a few minutes, but want to get a little bit serious for a moment here and just ask you a couple questions, maybe give students and people that are taking the time to watch here tonight some spiritual takeaways, some encouragement, right? So I know I prepared a couple of questions for you. So if you don't mind me putting you right here on the spot, in the spotlight, let's get to it. It feels so weird. I'm like slouching. So I feel like you would know I'm slouching anyways. Okay, it's all good.
Yo, Pastor
So,
Nate just told me Jesus was not gonna help me. I can hear him, boy.
he told me just now. Jesus told me just now he's not going to help you. Right.
Proper lying. Yes.
That's
Sorry.
funny.
I can
No,
be
you're
serious for
totally
real.
fine.
It's in here.
You're fine. Brody is commenting in God knows what language. So here we go. Bobby, can you tell all of us about a time, maybe back in middle school, high school, so, you know, relatable to a lot of students here, where you maybe felt like you were struggling with, like, maybe it was a family member or a friend kind of speaking into your life with negativity, kind of tempting you to buy into a lie about yourself, that you started identifying with something that was negative and it was honestly not how God made you or sees you or values you.
Yeah. Okay, so I intentionally did not prepare an answer here. There's actually a lot back there. So I wanted to see what Jesus wanted to say. So let's see. I can't think of like a particular person. I actually had a really awesome group of friends that
That's great.
really had my back. My family was really good about, I had a really solid base, but I did struggle a lot in junior high mostly and into high school with, I guess now you would call it bullying. It was kids being kids, but
Yeah.
I was always surprised. I was the goody two shoes kid. I know
No.
that'll shock everyone.
No.
I've always had like this really strong drive to do what's right. I was saved really early on. My entire life, it took me a long time to really get to know Jesus and who he was, but I very quickly on was in church and I knew right and wrong and just always had a really strong drive to do what was right. As a kid, that is difficult sometimes because I knew I wanted to do what was right, but that doesn't always get the best response from other kids. And so there were a lot of there was the crowd that thought I was the party pooper and just didn't want to do anything fun, and I wasn't cool because I didn't want to I was this total scaredy cat too. So I just didn't participate in a lot of stuff, and I had the coolest friends, but I would just not do things with them.
Right.
Because I felt something was scary or wrong or whatever. And then on the other end of that, I got the label like I thought I was better tan everyone else because it was so important to me to do what was right. And in all of that, so I'm a feeler. All my feelings are really high and way up there. And so I had a lot of tug of war throughout all of junior high and everything. And I really wanted to be accepted and wanted to fit in, but I didn't want the goody two shoes label, but I also didn't want to get in trouble. And
Yeah.
so I ended up with this whole like everything how people feel about me is totally dependent on what I do.
Okay.
And so for a really long time I felt like I had to earn
Right.
people's respect, earn people's love, and that everything I did hinged on that. And
Okay.
so for a long time I was a performer.
Yeah. So then now that you can look back at that season of life, while there's some amazing positive things there, you're identifying like feeling uneasy or not wanting that label, maybe trying to shed that label, but then also not wanting to commit to doing anything wrong just for the sake of fitting in. So looking back at that time, how do you feel like you ended up kind of overcoming that? What does God say about that situation, basically?
It was a really long journey that actually I'm still kind of at the end of, but I think what
Okay.
really
Wow.
turned what the turning point was when I really realized that Jesus chose me before any of that happened,
Come
but
on.
he knew everything that was going to happen. He chose me before the mess, knowing the mess was coming, and still said, I'm doing this for you, still said, I want you, still said, I have better things for you. So all of it's just it's gonna happen. I'm gonna mess up. It like erases all the
Yeah.
future stuff too. I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna do things wrong, but he already chose me.
Yeah.
And so
Come on.
that living out of that, yeah, I'm gonna fall short and people are gonna get upset with me, but Jesus already chose me.
Yeah.
So it's always there.
Let's go. That's the mindset. I feel like that's the mindset that we all need to have. I think in some ways I can relate to your story a little bit. I wasn't probably at that same level of um, like always doing the right thing. But then I know I stayed out of a lot of stuff. But then there were times where my heart was like, I want to get into that stuff because
Yeah.
I just want to experience it. And I know you're similar to me in this way too, but like I also just love human connection. And so if a bunch of
Yeah.
people are hanging out and they're doing something that I know is wrong, but I want to hang out, I struggled with that. I was like, but
Yes.
I almost wonder if I should just do it because then I won't miss out. So uh,
Yes.
yeah, I'm sure for both of us, we could probably dive into all sorts of issues or insecurities and lies that we bought into from
Yeah.
Satan that we dealt with middle school, high school. It's really cool to hear that part of your journey and your story. Also encouraging that like it's still something that you're walking through because I think for a lot of that
Yeah.
stuff, Satan's never gonna go, oh, Bobby got that now? Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop messing with her about that.
Nope.
No, no, no. Satan's gonna try any which way to screw you up. So if he got you on something in middle school, high school, and that's something you've gotten good at, he might leave it alone for a minute, but he'll come back to it because
Oh
he's
yeah.
out to destroy. Yeah,
Sneaks back in.
yeah. Man, that's good. Thank you so much for sharing. That was awesome.
Yeah. No
Wow.
problem. I want to
So,
stick on there real quick because you mentioned really
yeah,
fast. I know
yeah,
for especially like our kiddos that are growing up in church here and
yeah,
like we love Jesus, we're trying to follow Jesus. I feel like we all hit that moment where we're like, gosh, I just want to be like everyone else for a little while. I'm just gonna have my moment where I like am not the good kid and I need
yeah.
to go experience the stuff. I just need to be a kid. Y'all, it's not worth it. I tried
Amen.
it. I was miserable the whole time. Soon as I realized how dumb I was like, okay, Jesus is it. He's so much better than all the stuff that you think you're missing out on.
Yeah, come on, Bobby.
Yes.
Preach right now. Somebody out there needs to hear it. Man, Brody's speaking in German now. What is going on? What is going on? We got
Oh,
all these
wow.
languages going on. All right. Anyways, let's get to the game. I hope anybody that's watching, I hope you were able to be ministered to and that was encouraging to you in some way. I've got to imagine no matter who you are, it did something positive for you. Take some time later tonight or the next time you're in a small group on Zoom. Take some time, talk about that with your friends.
Yeah.
Think about that in your quiet time with God. I would really encourage everybody to do that. All right, fast money time. We're about to jump into it. Let me run through the rules with everybody really quick. What up, Caden? Stone, make sure you get out of here or just mute it so that you can't hear anything. You know the
We got
drill.
this stone.
So, fast money, the way it works. First week, we had the intern team of Jesse and Melly. They got 178. Second week, we had me and Nate as the pastor team. We got 233. So we got this week for the staff team, and that's Stone and Bobby. Next week, we're going to have a student week where I do this with 2 students, interview them just like I'm doing with Bobby and Stone, and they're going to be the student team. So it is not over until it's over at the end of next week. But I'm going to give Bobby 30 seconds. I'm going to ask 5 Fast Money questions straight from this Family Feud website thing. I made sure each week, every round, every team, if they would have gotten all number 1 and all number 2 answers, the total possible score was within 10 points of each other. And we all know none of us were going to get all number 1s and number 2s. So it's a very even. So let's make sure that we're all in the spirit of the game. Understand, it's very fair. Let's get it. I'm going to start the clock as soon as I start reading the question. All right?
Okay.
Okay, if I leave the screen, it's because I have to get close to my computer because I can't read it. All right, here we go. All right. Question 1. Name an excuse teenagers give their parents for coming home late.
My car broke down.
Name something that comes in a spray bottle.
Oh, hairspray.
Name a kind of singer.
Rap.
Tell me a kind of person on display in wax museums.
A president.
Name something that has wooden legs.
A stool.
All right, all right, all
Work.
right, all right.
These are weird questions.
So I gotta make sure I say this just in case you came back. Stone, you still have to stay quiet right now. I'll let you know when you're good, or I'll give like a bah! Something like that. Okay. So name it. Number 1, name an excuse teenagers give their parents for coming home late. You said car trouble. That was 38. I'm gonna add on a calculator here. Boom, boom. Name something that comes in a spray bottle. You said hairspray. 35. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Name a kind of singer. Rap. 4.
I don't know why that was my answer.
Rap singer.
I'm so into rap, y'all.
Tell me a kind of person on display in wax museums. You said a president? Okay, that's 33. And then name something that has wooden legs. You said stool?
Yes.
Okay, that's 40. So you got 150,
okay.
Bobby. 150. Oh, no.
Come on, Stone.
Oh. I'm a little bit nervous right now. I'm a little bit nervous. Okay.
Right.
All right, Bobby. Great job. Thank you so much for coming on
Instagram
Live tonight. I will see you later, and yeah, stay tuned for how Stone does.
Bye, guys.
All right. Well, while Bobby leaves and while we wait for Stone to join. Oh, by the way, Stone, here you go. Here's me waving you in. Oh man, we're getting all sorts of hate. The passer team. Nobody wants a passer team to win. Nate, what's going on, bro? What is going on? I really feel like we deserve more than that. But you know what? Everybody likes to root for the underdog. And I think anybody but us, Nate, is the underdog. So, you know, we do what we do. Hope we win. All right, here we go. We're adding Stone in while he's on his way. I'm just going to sit here like this. Hey, what's good, boy?
Yeet dirt, yeet dirt. I only have one hand, so I can't
Good
really
to
do
see
it
you,
too loud.
brother.
Same, brother. Wow, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh,
Ooh.
it's finally here. I'm so nervous.
I gotta turn you up 1 second. All right, there we go. All right, can you see me? Can you hear me? We good?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear what I'm saying?
Oh, I can hear what you're saying. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Bro, I hear what you were saying out of your mouth, bro, from my ears. Reels.
Oh man, what'd you
I
say?
feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen you in forever. We played Fortnite together last night, but that's not
We did.
seeing, so you're absolutely right.
I heard you. Didn't see you though.
I heard you. Yeah.
Also, Fortnite was freaking lit, and some of these kids are way too good, and makes me want to question my whole life.
I
Like maybe I
know.
should quit my job and just play Fortnite all day, so I can get really good.
Could you
After-
imagine? Could
What'd
you
you say?
imagine if you were good enough that you could be a streamer, and that's how you would like live your life and make money, and then you could do.
Oh my gosh.
You could basically play video games for a living, plus do whatever the heck you wanted to with your life and your time.
Honestly, goals. Goals.
Dude,
Wake
like,
up, hit the couch, grab a remote, play a little bit, make millions of dollars. Done.
dude, this guy Ninja was in a commercial because he plays video games, and now
Was
he's
he
in
really?
yeah, he was in like Samsung commercials when they released their new phone, like last year, 2 years ago. And every time he's at a sporting event, they show him on the big screen. Like, come on, bro,
We're playing video games.
video games.
That's the life. Honestly, not mad about it. I'm gonna get there one day.
Why am I a pastor?
We're doing it wrong, fam. We're doing it wrong.
No. You can't make those jokes on Instagram Live.
They can just edit it out, bro. Don't even worry about it. They'll just edit that part.
No, but we really did have a blast. So yesterday, for those of you watching, yesterday, Stone and I hosted like a Fortnite hangout. So if you're watching and you play Fortnite and you didn't get a chance to be a part of it, be a part of our next one because we're definitely doing it again.
100%.
It was a blast. Let me just say that multiple students are very good.
Very
but
good.
the one student that seems to be better than anybody else, for sure.
By far.
Was
By
Brody
far.
Ferguson. Holy moly! Somebody.
I'm sure. I feel like at one point he was playing with his feet and still beating all of them. Like that's how good he is. Like not even looking with his feet, control on the ground, boom,
Oh
killing
my
us
gosh.
all.
Maybe that's why they started talking about toes. I don't know. Anyway, the point is that we had a blast. If you play Fortnite, or if you don't, and you totally stink, and it'd be your first time, you should play with us. It's fun.
You'll be at my level, so you should definitely join us.
Yeah.
You won't be the worst.
So, Stone,
Steph.
putting on my serious face. Just my serious face. All right. So, I'd like to ask you a question.
Yeah. What's that question, bro?
I would
got
like
some
to
answers.
get, as I did with Bobby, a little bit spiritual with you here.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead and walk me through something, because I think this would be beneficial for a lot of students to hear about. So here's my question, and walk me through the process basically. So how do you handle, or how do you respond when Satan tries to like bring temptation or negativity into your life? Maybe it's just in your thoughts. Basically things that go against whatever God's best is for your life.
Yeah.
How do you handle that? What are like the practical steps, the practical ways that you kind of bring that back and go, sight?
Swerve. Basically, how do I swerve the negative thoughts in my mind? Great question. Wow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I would say, like as you asked that, I'm reminded of the Bible verse, and I think it's in 2 Corinthians. I'm pretty sure it is, because I'm pretty sure Paul's the one saying it. But it talks about keeping or taking captive of every thought. So that we have the power to take captive of every thought. And so I feel like what that means is like when the thoughts in my mind come across, and let's say like, oh man, the devil tried to tempt me, because I think you guys said it before when you were talking to Bobby, the devil is coming at our minds. The devil's trying to attack us, trying to plant thoughts in our minds to get us to believe a lie, because that's how we empower him. And that's how he starts doing stuff in our lives, because we have latched on and identified with a lie that the devil has told us. Right. And so I like that verse in 2 Corinthians, take captive of every thought. One thing that I do, and I never really thought about the fact that I did this until now, but I guess like when Satan tells me a lie, like let's, for instance, say for the sake of example, like, oh, God doesn't love you, right? The one thing that I do all the time is I go to the exact extreme opposite and proclaim that and declare that over my life. And so like the devil says like, oh, God doesn't love you. Well, I know that the devil is a liar. He's a liar. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He yurt. And so what I do is I declare over myself, God loves me. If the devil's saying he hates me, or if the devil's saying that I'm not loved by God, then obviously I must be, because everything coming out of the devil's mouth is a lie.
Yes.
So
Come
honestly,
on.
just proclaim it. And I feel like in order to do this, like the devil comes at our identity a lot and tells us lies about who we are and who we should be, using other people telling us lies, the social media, TV shows and stuff. They're all trying to portray this
Everywhere,
view
bro.
of right. Like, hey, this is who you should be. This is who you should be. This is what you should like. All over the place. But take every thought captive. And what I do is I compare those thoughts to what the word says, to what the Bible says about who I am and who God says I am. And so something that comes at me like, hey, you're this or you're that, and it doesn't line up with what I know the word says, boom, already gone. Wrap
Boom.
that up, toss that in the trash.
See you later. On your way. Goodbye.
You see that? The flick of the wrist, I'm shooting that in the buckets, baby. Making buckets out of you.
Bro, you know what I thought you were doing? I thought that you were interpreting me doing this and like blowing away a bad thought. I thought you were interpreting that as a kiss, and then you were catching it. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Oh my God.
Wow. I'm so
Oh
sorry.
my goodness.
I'm sorry to let you down.
That was so
just
funny,
showing
dude. That's
my
why
form.
I asked you. I was like, what are you doing? Oh, man.
Oh my gosh.
You know what?
Wow.
This is a perfect segue into playing the game. All right. But just,
I'm so
yeah,
nervous.
you know what? Real quick. That was a really good word. Again, same with what Bobby was talking about. Anybody that has not had their small group Zoom hangout yet today, or maybe the next one that you're in, Wednesday night, next weekend, because we're going to do Zoom hangs every Saturday. So whenever that next one is, maybe hit people up in a group text, talk about this stuff. Talk about how do you respond to temptation? How do you respond to negative thoughts, the devil trying to get in your ear, plant seeds, grow a tree in your brain? No, don't let it happen.
Trash it.
Take a chainsaw to that thing, or no, take a shovel to that thing, get the roots out, you know what I'm saying?
The roots, get the roots out.
Yeah.
Good.
All right,
And
now
just
the
one more
game,
thing to
yeah?
add on to that. Also, just one more
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Not
Is-
the game now. What you were going to say.
Last thing, and we hit the game. I talked about getting in the Word, knowing what the Word says, who the Word says you are. Super important. Another super important thing to do to really combat these lies that the devil tries to plant in our minds is to get around people who know who you are in Christ. Get around people who are like-minded like you, who love Jesus and know who they are in Jesus. So when you are going through those times or you're feeling like some lies are being birthed and being rooted and being planted in your brain, you've got friends that you can go to and say, hey, this is what I'm going through, and they can call out the gold in your life. Community. We talk about it all the time in the AMP. We are family. Super important. Get those people in your life and get the word in your eyes to go in between your eyes, in the back of your head, to the front of your head, to your brain. Come on.
Dude, that was good. That was really good. Up until the eyes thing, you totally had me. And then with the eyes thing, you completely had me.
Wow. Honestly, I'm honest.
And the difference between totally and completely, I'm not sure, but you did it. Well done.
I got there.
Come on. All right, game time. It's time to show up. I'm going to give you 35 seconds on the clock because, folks, Bobby got 30 seconds for the first round. Stone gets 35 because if he repeats an answer that Bobby said, you're going to hear me go, and Stone, that means you need to give me another answer and quickly because your time is still running. That's why I give you the extra 5 seconds. What are you doing with your eye? All right.
I didn't know I could zoom.
So, just so you know, the score to beat for the Pastor team is 233.
Okay.
Bobby got you 150 points.
Wait.
So basically, you need to get 84 points.
Thank
in
you.
order
I
to
couldn't be
beat.
mad. Wow, go Boss. Thank you, Bobby.
Yeah, she crushed it. She did really well. All right. I am going to start the timer as soon as I start reading the first question. Okay? So are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. It's like I believe in you, but at the same time, I hope you do poorly. So it's like I believe in you, but I believe in you to be bad.
Wow. Wow.
All
Honestly,
right,
it
here
hurt.
we go. All right, here we go. Name an excuse teenagers give their parents for coming home late.
The car ran out of gas.
Okay. Ran out of gas. Fine. Name something that comes in a spray bottle.
Hairspray.
Eh.
Cleaner products.
More specific.
Lysol.
Sure. Name a kind of singer.
A kind of singer. Country singer.
Tell me a kind of person on display in wax museums.
Celebrities.
Name something that has wooden legs.
Chairs. Table.
Okay. All right. I'm a little nervous,
Oh my
but
god.
we'll see.
That
We'll
was all
see.
of them?
What did you say?
That was all of them?
That was 5 questions, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
What was the
It's
first
okay.
question? I feel like I couldn't even think on that one.
You took so long. Name an excuse teenagers give their parents for coming home late. You said ran out of gas. I started to give you that because you said like car trouble or you said car something. And
Yeah.
Bob said car trouble, but ran out of gas is a separate answer. So.
Oh, okay.
So you were good. So I had to like take back my and be like, oh, you're good. So I actually gave you a few extra seconds because of my mistake.
Thank you.
All right. Name something that comes in a spray bottle. You said cleaner. I needed you to be more specific because there's multiple different types of cleaner on this list. So you said Lysol, which is used for what?
It's like a disinfectant spray?
Okay. So disinfectant spray. Lysol. Okay. We're good. Sorry.
No, that's cool.
The list, the answers, they have multiple different cleaners, so I had to determine which type of cleaner Lysol was. Okay,
gotcha.
so sorry. Ran out of gas got you 13 points. Lysol got you 7 points. Okay. Name a kind of singer. You said country singer. That's the number 1 answer. 38 points. Tell me a kind of person on display in wax museums. You said celebrities, which I guess is
The number 1 answer.
Performers. So that's the number 1
yeah.
answer, right? Yeah.
For sure.
And then name something that has wooden legs. You said table, which is 36. So unfortunately, you guys definitely won. So here we go. Ready? You scored 100. You scored 139 points. Bobby scored 150. So your guys' total score was, oh my gosh, why can't I add 189, 289, 289. Oh yeah, I'm definitely mad. I'm definitely mad.
Wow, Seth. Oh my gosh. Bobby, we did it. Wow, Seth, you lost. Pastor Nate, you lost too. That's so
all right,
weird.
guys. Thank you so much for
That's
joining
so
me live
weird.
tonight. I'm gonna end this in the most
but
petty
you
way
lost.
possible.
You lost. We won. Me and Bobby won, right?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and here we go. All right. Hey, would you look at that? I removed Stone from the stream. I'm being as petty as possible right now because I lost and I'm mad about it. So thank you so much for joining me, Stone. You did a great job. I loved everything you said except for your portion of the game tonight. Guys, jump into your small groups if you have one after. I'm so disappointed. No, Stone, I'm not going to let you join the video again. I'm done listening to your trash talk. I'm so sorry I was rude to you, best friend. But I gotta decompress. I gotta jump into my Zoom small group. Everybody jump in. Let's get it. And I'll see you on Wednesday night right here live on Instagram. It's gonna be Stone and me on Wednesday night. Don't miss it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go.